Finally, a new episode of the series Skibidi Toilet came out. Today, I will analyze this episode in full detail and also tell you some of my theories. Today, I will talk about the Skibidi bunker being made by the humans, Michael Jackson being in the series, and more. Greetings, my dear viewers, the Square Von Air. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like under the video to speed up the release of the next analytical video. The episode starts with a literal Skibidi toilet that screams at us. It seems like our POV in this episode is actually plunger cameraman still. But it looks like there was a short time skip between episode 68 and 69. Also, this Skibidi toilet who is attacking us actually has Valve, which is a reference to the creators of Half-Life games. We know that G-Man is from Half-Life. Perhaps in the Skibidi toilet universe, there are different Skibidi toilets that make references to games. For example, G-Man, he is from Half-Life, and more on later we see Michael Jackson, which I have lots of theories to tell you more on later. Anyways then, our POV punches the Valve toilet, and a second later he spins his head and stabs plunger cameraman Ada in the hand. However, that won't stop him, and he reveals a new ability. He now has claws on his hand, blood turned into a mini Wolverine. Then, we see our POV punch the Valve toilet with his claws and kicks him with both of his legs. After, we see him pull out a new and improved plunger, which has spikes. Then, we see plunger cameraman hit the Valve toilet and hits him so hard that he pushed him towards the wall. But now, instead of flushing the toilets, we know plunger cameraman hit the Valve toilet, which pushes him inside the toilet. But if we pause for a short second, we see a human skeleton. Our theories that humans were in here is confirmed. But later in this episode, we see a scientist, not Skibidi scientist nor camera scientist, but a human scientist. Maybe this laboratory or bunker that we are in was pre-owned by humans. Perhaps this is the base where Skibidi toilets were made, and due to difficulties, the toilets started to fight the creator. And perhaps the alliance was also made in here, and they turned out friendly. Or the humans created them so they can fight the Skibidi toilets. Anyways then, we turn, and we see the Dark Speaker Man fighting off a parasite, and besides him there is another human which is wearing clothes, but unfortunately has a skull head. Then, we see Dark Speaker Man stab the parasite and takes out another Skibidi toilet. After, we see a parasite try to attack us, but we again use our upgraded plunger and take the parasite out. But then, we see Dark Speaker almost got infected, but it seems like he has an anti-parasite body, because the parasite actually touched his back, but he didn't get infected. Then, we turn, and we see the terracotta cameraman, but this is actually the same scene that was in the leak, but from a different perspective. But what the hell is going on here? We literally see two cameramen in a very hilarious position, which is a reference to 69, which is the number of the episode, and you better not search that up on Google. But here, we see the terracotta cameraman searching for a safer path for the agents. Then, we look towards our back, and we see Dark Speaker Man, and behind him, we see two Skibidi toilets, which can be a reference to the multiple-headed Skibidi toilets that appeared in episode 24, when we were introduced to the Speaker Man. After, we start walking forward, and we see a Skibidi toilet burning on fire. Then, we see a large-headed Skibidi toilet looking very weird to the front. Right after, we see the terracotta cameraman use his device to unlock the door. When we look to our left, we see three Skibidi skeletons, which is a reference to the Berserk skeleton meme. Then, we look behind, and we see two Speaker Man both doing Fortnite dances. I'm not gonna lie, the background music was kind of a vibe, so you can't blame them. Then, we enter a large room, which has two doors, one in our front and one to our right. But since we are in the bottom floor, and we saw that there was white toilets in episode 68, I think that this is the white toilet factory, considering there is mostly white toilets on this floor, and a white toilet next to this door. Anyways then, we see a cameraman head that just came out of nowhere. Then, we turn and we see a Skibidi hybrid jump down and we see him take out the head of one of the cameraman. The cameraman that he killed seemed fairly familiar to the one in episode 66 that went berserk mode. But this hybrid seemed a lot more different than the one in episode 66. This one has a metal arm and looks more like a body that has been damaged. Perhaps the Skibidi toilets have been gathering up bodies and making hybrids, or mutants if you want to call them that. Also, we can see that in the back, the cameraman shoots his stun gun, which makes the hybrid not be able to attack Plunger Cameraman. Then, we see the mutant trying to hit Plunger Cameraman, but due to the stun gun, he wasn't able to. After, we see Plunger Cameraman take out his upgraded plunger and hits him 2 times and takes blood out of him, but unfortunately, he doesn't die. Then, we see him grab Plunger Cameraman's camera, but Dark Speaker Man stabs him in the head before he could do anything. Then, Plunger Cameraman takes his plunger out and hits him the head, which leaves him without vision. After, we see a whole group of mutant toilets going towards us. The terracotta cameraman closes the door, and it seems like he managed to be able to find a path. Then, we start running towards him, and we look back, and we see the agents running. Out of nowhere, a Skibidi toilet comes out of the door, but this Skibidi toilet is very similar to the vacuum toilet. We can clearly see that he was built to go against the Cinema Man, since we see protection on his eyes and ears. But then one of the craziest things happen. We see a Michael Jackson Skibidi toilet come out of nowhere. This seemed crazy, to be honest, but let's continue this analysis. Then we see the 2 Speaker Man dance, but I think that they definitely regret their decision, because a second later, the Michael Jackson toilet barges through the door, killing the 2 Speakermen. After, we start running through the bunker as fast as we can until we stop. Then, we see the 2 twins running for their life, injured, being chased down by Michael Jackson. Then, we Dark Speaker Man take the device from the terracotta twin and tries to close the door, but the Dark Speaker Man presses the button to close the door, and Plunger Cameraman says wait with his hand. Unfortunately, Dark Speaker Man pressed the button to save others, and the 2 twins died. Press F in the chat for the twins and the 2 Speaker Man. It really does seem like we are going to lose agents while in the bunker. Then we see Plunger Cameraman go towards the Dark Speaker Man, pushing him, punching him, and even breaks the wall. I mean, let's understand his emotions. The twins were the ones that gave him the plunger, and because of this, he gained trust in them. Dark Speaker Man understands his emotions and walks off. I also kind of felt bad for Dark Speaker Man, knowing they're best friends. Then, we see the Michael Jackson toilet looking with his eyes open with the rest of the toilets. And Plunger Cameraman, as always, gave them the middle finger again. Anyways, guys, that is where the episode ends. If you enjoyed this analysis, then make sure you like and subscribe, and also join my Discord. Also, if you want a Christmas video, I will be making a poll where you can vote. Merry Christmas, and may the force of the square be with you.